And today we're going to talk about how these two very talented individuals bring a luxury home to market. Now, I want to take a minute or two to talk about what a luxury home is. So at the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing, we say that a luxury home is a listing or sale in the top 10% of your market. So in Los Angeles, where Kofi is sitting, that's a really expensive house. In Toronto, where Lori is, that is also a very expensive house.
Yes, it can be.
I believe both of these are approaching the $2 million mark in their areas. But in Dallas, Texas, where I live, that's $650,000 is the very base of the luxury market. So when we're talking today, I encourage everyone to think about all of the markets across North America and how they're somewhat the same and some are vastly different. But the idea of bringing a luxury home to market, to sell it as fast as we can, there's a lot of things that these two professionals do. So I want to take just a minute and give you the stage here to talk a bit about what you do, Lori.
Thanks, Diane. In our experience, one of the key factors that we have recognized, and to go back to your point, is in order to identify a luxury property, we have found that generally the rule of thumb would be that it would be 3 times the average price in that area. Mm-hmm. So for instance, if an area has an average home price of $900,000 as their posted average, then 2.7 would be the luxury threshold.
And the Institute uses 10%.
Yeah. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that helps to identify, and also the discerning factors of the home that separated into lifestyle, the lifestyle elements of the home, differentiate it from other properties.
Kofi, how do you think about luxury?
I think it's all contextual. So I think, again, for the Institute's purposes, it's the top 10% of the market. I also think there's alignment between luxury lifestyle, the expectations of the client, the expectations of the buyer, the way they're going to live there, and the property itself and how it delivers on that.
Right. So today, what's the expectation among the affluent when they walk through a home and they're actually a buyer? They're out looking for a home. What do you see?
I think in our market, it's a tale of many markets. I always say that. So it's different in each market, each city, and so forth. But right now, we're seeing a lot of buyers looking for move-in ready. Whereas if we rewound, say, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 9 years ago, people were willing to take on fixtures a lot more so, and put their finishing touches on it than they are now. Now, things like staging are more important than ever because somebody wants to walk into it, bring their toothbrush, sit down and be at home. And the competition is also stiffer. The buyers are more discerning. And so it's a lot harder to capture people immediately when they walk into a property.
Kofi, why do you think that changed? What changed in your mind, like as an observer of people and buyers and sellers? Why did we go in this direction?
Well, I just had a funny thought. Okay. I think there's a lot of reality TV that affects and impacts it impacts our industry, right? So you watch HGTV, you watch Property Brothers, you watch Fix and Flip, whatever these shows are, and you think you can do it, right? What's the commercial? I don't know how to build a house, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn or whatever. No, you can't watch HGTV and flip a house. And then people started doing it and saying, "Oh yeah, we'll take on a fixer," and it broke up marriages, it broke up relationships. That's the reality of it. So I think people are moving past that. The new affluence and the new luxury is time recaptured for life experiences, right? So if you're losing part of your life experiences because of a flip that has dragged on or ruined your relationship. Or not even
a flip, just taking on something.
On a fixture, a renovation. So now people are, they don't have as much time. They value their time differently. There are fewer people who want to take on that time and expense of renovating a property. So, they're looking for these move-in ready products.
Yeah, so the media has created a bit of this on both sides, right? Because this idea that every home has, is ready to move into is also not reality.
Right, exactly.
Right? The non-reality television.